My mom sold my $130K car to pay my sister's debt. I just smiled and said, you sold the dealership's car. I landed back in Dallas after 3 weeks in Italy, completely unplugged and recharged. The whole flight home, I couldn't stop thinking about my Audi R8 waiting in my mom's garage. I'd stored it there during some construction at my apartment complex. Before leaving, I literally told her, please don't let anyone touch it. This car is my baby. When I pulled up to her house, the garage door was open, empty. My heart dropped. I rang the doorbell, trying to stay calm. Mom answered with this weird, forced smile, the kind you give when you're bracing for impact. Hey Lucas, how was Italy? Where's my car? Her smile faltered. Okay, about that. Before she could finish, my sister Britney popped out from the hallway, dressed like she was heading to brunch, holding a Starbucks cup. Oh my god, you're back. You didn't tell me you were coming today. I literally did, I said, my voice sharper than I intended. Where's my car? They exchanged that look, the same guilty look they used to give each other when they were hiding something growing up. Mom sighed like she was the victim. Okay, listen, before you freak out, where is my car? We sold it. Time stopped. You what? Your sister was in serious trouble with her credit cards, Lucas. The interest rates were killing her. We didn't know what else to do. You sold my 6-figure car without my permission? That's grand theft, Britney. Do you understand that? Britney actually scoffed. Oh, please, don't be so dramatic. It's just a car. Just a car. The car I worked 80-hour weeks for. The car that represented every late night, every rejection, every sacrifice I'd made climbing out of nothing. It was just sitting there anyway. Mom added, like she was being reasonable. You weren't even using it. Because I was on vacation for 3 weeks. Exactly, she nodded. Just sitting there, going to waste. We figured why not put it to good use. We got $50,000 for it. $50,000 for a car worth $130 grand minimum. That's when Britney snorted and said the words that made something inside me snap. Guess you're taking the bus now. Actually laughed, like this was some hilarious joke and I was being unreasonable. I felt rage flood through me, but strangely, I didn't yell, I didn't scream. Instead, I smiled, a small, tight-lipped smile. Britney stopped laughing first. Mom's face went uneasy. What's so funny? Britney asked. I looked at her calmly. Oh, the car you sold? That wasn't my car. Their faces went completely pale. What do you mean not your car? Mom's voice cracked. I bought it through my LLC. The title's registered under a business trust, not my personal name. I paused, letting it sink in. Which means you didn't have the legal right to sell it. Britney blinked. Wait, is this one of those tax things you always brag about? I didn't answer. I just pulled out my phone and dialed. Who are you calling? Mom snapped. My lawyer. Britney actually laughed like I was being ridiculous. Are you serious? You're going to sue your own family over a stupid car? The call connected. I stepped outside, gave my lawyer Greg the rundown. When I finished, he asked, you have the VIN? I do. Good. Don't say anything else to them. Let me make some calls. When I walked back inside, the atmosphere had completely shifted. Mom was pacing in the kitchen. The smugness from earlier had vanished. You didn't tell us it wasn't in your name, Mom snapped. You didn't ask. Besides, even if it was in my name, what made you think you could sell it without permission? We needed the money, Lucas, she shouted. You're sitting on this expensive car while your family is struggling. I've helped you both so many times. How much is enough? I paid off your roof, Britney's apartment deposit, her credit card debt twice. When does it end? The next 72 hours were a blur. Greg contacted the buyer, who had no idea the sale was illegal. Mom tried calling, but I didn't pick up. I texted back, no, you destroyed yourself. I'm just holding you accountable. A week later, the car was back in my garage. The lawsuit's still pending. They're facing restitution plus legal fees. Britney moved out of state. Mom hasn't spoken to me since.